What's up, guys? I'll tell you the story here on this monster Indiana whitetail. It's actually the second biggest one to be found dead ever in Indiana. It's 216 inches. One day I was just out fishing, and me, a couple of my buddies, and my dog, we were out crappie fishing on Glenflint Lake here in Greencastle in Indiana. And well, it was like 22 degrees. It was January 11th, something like that. I don't remember the exact date. But so we were out there fishing. It was blowing wind. It was super cold. We weren't catching no fish. And so we decided to go walk around in the woods, do some shed hunting, and had my dog with me. He's trained to find sheds. So we just walked around, tried to warm up a little bit, and my dog runs over to this dead fell tree, and he's like inside the tree. There's two trees that fell, and they fell together. It was real thick in there. So I knew he was on something. He wouldn't go into those trees for no reason. And so I walked over there, and walked around the corner, and that thing was laying there with the carcass and everything. And it's a pretty special deer. They don't grow them like this very much, but if they do, it's usually in Putnam County. And I had history with this deer. We were out at Heritage Lake at one of my buddy's house, and we just got to talking, about deer hunting around the fire and whatnot. And I was like, yeah, I found this monster 216 incher out at Glenflint. He's like, really? He had pictures of the deer, obviously. You'll see those in a second. And so he showed me the pictures, and I was like, yeah, that's the deer. So I found the deer. I knew that I had to do all the right steps to make sure that I got a tag for this deer, and I did everything legal, because if you don't, they'll take it, especially one like this. So I immediately drove the deer straight to Baker's Camp Taxidermy there in Greencastle, or no, it's in Bainbridge. And DNR was on site there, and I told him what happened, told him right where I found it, and it was, I was allowed to be back there. It was, it's a big walnut conservancy district right there on the left side of the lake. There's about 400 acres. You can go back there and walk your dog, all that stuff, but they end up leasing it out after this happened. That's a whole different story, but it's pretty crazy, really. I really feel pretty blessed to find this deer. I take a lot of pride in shed hunting and putting miles on the ground, walking, and I've found some really nice deer. My friends have found some really nice deer due to EHD, and I'm just really thankful to find something like this. I don't think I'll ever find something like this again. And I'm just, it's crazy, all the training I did with my dog, and just hiding shed antlers in the house and getting him started on it, and for him to find this, that's why I mounted it, because my dog ain't gonna be here forever, so hopefully this will. So after finding this deer, I knew that I had to try to find his sheds. I just had to try and match them up. I never did end up finding them, but I put a lot of miles on that conservancy district before they leased it out. I knew I wasn't gonna be allowed to go back, and so walking around out there, I've seen all kinds of deer looked similar to him. I mean, not that big, but ones that have like an extra main beam coming off right here, just like he does. And then I've seen some trail cam pictures from people at Baker's Camp. Has deer looks almost identical to this, except he's missing his what would be his mainframe G3. I think he was trying to be a 10-pointer, and a lot of people have pictures of 10-pointers with their G2s and G3s split like that. So he definitely did his job on the conservancy district. Lived there his whole life and passed on his genes. So if anybody out there is watching this and would let me hunt out there, I think it'd be really cool. Probably not gonna happen. But so after I got the deer back and got it tagged and everything, I knew I had to mount it. So I'd just like to say thank you to Dwayne Tucker for getting it done. I mean, it took him 2 weeks to do it. He had the mount already done, and a guy had killed a deer and he went to jail, so he had his mount sitting there, took his antlers off of it, put them in storage, and slapped my antlers on it for me. So shout out to Dwayne Tucker at Antler and Fin Taxidermy. I don't really know if he's doing any more deer. He's getting up there in age, but if you know Dwayne, you know he's the best around, and he's worth the money. So thank you, Dwayne, and thank you guys for watching. He died in August, so I don't really know if he died of EHD. It was too long. He was there too long to tell. So I don't know if nobody shot him because it was in August. So I really hope it wasn't EHD, because that's just terrible. But if you guys have any history with this deer, go ahead and leave some comments and tell us about it. And also leave a comment on what you would name this buck if it was on your property. Like, you get a trail cam picture of this deer, what are you naming it? So drop some comments and help us out. Give us a couple likes. Maybe this video will go somewhere. Thanks.